I'm so out of the like competitive like fighting game that when I went over here to this tab, I thought this was Wolverine for a second.
What?
I was like, what is, am I on the wrong tab? And then I thought this was a Van Halen logo. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Off the Console. My name is Gardner. I'm joined by my friends High Tech Lowlife and James, aka The Brink. What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's up? Off the Console is the hottest new thing in tech and gaming and everything nerdy, and we're going to be talking about some awesome and some kind of scary topics today. The big one is EA being bought by Saudi Arabia and Jared Kushner, which we'll get into shortly. We're also talking about Xbox Game Pass, the price being increased, which, you know, completes Microsoft's euthanasia arc of Xbox. Then we've got the ROG Ally X, whatever the heck, shipping early to people in France. That's fun, and a whole lot more. So make sure you get subscribed to the channel so you don't miss new episodes as they come out. We're also on the Fediverse at Off the Console Show at, what is it? I get this wrong all the time. At Off the Console Show at podcast.subscribe2.me. And you can follow our RSS feed anywhere you listen to podcasts. Without further ado, let's get into the show, guys.
Yes.
The big topic this morning. Oh wait, actually no, we do. It's been 2 weeks since I've been here. Sorry. We like to start the show off by talking about the things we've done in the prior week. So, High Tech, what have you been playing, doing in your free time?
So the document sheet still says Silk Song, but I've been getting back into Diablo 4, and I've also, but also the press portal for the Next Fest demos has come out. So there are some Next Fest demos available, which means I've been looking into playing some of those. And I think one of the ones I've played right now that's super interesting is a game called Alabaster Dawn, which is made by the same guys that made Crosscode. And my god, it's like the most gorgeous looking pixel art, like in motion, that I've ever seen. You have to see it to believe it. So it's like a top-down sort of action game. Like you guys have played Crosscode, right?
Oh yeah, Crosscode is awesome.
Yeah, it's very I think the gameplay is very similar to Crosscode, of course. Same developers.
It looks fun.
Now, the question is, Crosscode was released, it was like written in HTML and JavaScript, right? Like
yeah, is also released. This is also in HTML5 as well.
Yeah, that's so sick. I love that. Yeah. As a web developer, that tickles me. Wow, dude, this looks amazing. I'm really excited to check it out.
Dude, I still can't believe this is made in like a web browser, like made to run in a web browser, basically.
Yeah. So for the audio listeners, it's kind of like a 2.5D like world inhabited by pixel art characters. And it just looks, and it's running in a web browser, which is wild. But you wouldn't know, you know. It's like, I think it's a Firefox kiosk mode, right? Like it's pretty neat.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know. I haven't evaluated the actual exe file, the actual executables. Yeah, it is 2.5D, but like, you know how like most 2.5D games have like 3D models for like the terrain and whatnot?
Yeah. This
has like pixel art for the terrain. And
yeah, I was gonna say it, like it has that that feel where like it doesn't feel like it's like exclusively like 3D geometry. Like I don't know if the textures are fully pixel art or if it's like doing some kind of like perspective manipulation on sprites to make them appear 3D, but it looks really cool.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite demos I've tried out right now. That said, not all demos have been released yet, of course, so it's only a matter of time before I try them all out. Or try out as many as I can, potentially. But yeah, that's what I've been doing this week.
I guess I can talk about what I've been doing.
Yeah.
And then we'll get to like what Gardner's, because Gardner's been gone for a little bit, and
yeah,
You have a lot of good stuff. I have been messing around with Lossless and FSR4 on the Steam Deck, and I am both really impressed and also a little disappointed because the input lag is a little bit high on some of the games. Some games actually isn't too bad, but the loss, there's some input lag, and if it's an action game, that really matters. And so, have you guys played around with the lossless stuff or FSR4 for the Steam Deck yet?
No.
It's impressive, and honestly, if they baked it into the Steam Deck, which they could, because right now you have to do it through like the Decky loader, and then you also have to get like a pre-release of the lossless or like a certain plugin and you have to buy lossless on Steam and all that. And it's impressive, especially if you only have a Steam Deck. Like, it definitely will extend the life of it, but it also has a little bit of that input lag depending on how, because you can adjust the lossless to be like 2 times, and then you can increase your frame rate, and it very much does so, but a little bit at the cost of input, like controller input. And so it's definitely worth it. And if it was going to work perfect, then I would potentially have switched over to like maybe wouldn't have gotten the Xbox handheld, but I'm thinking about still getting that. But it's pretty interesting. It doesn't work for everyone.
Handheld.
Yeah, but I can write it off on taxes if I do a couple of videos on it. So I have some taxes coming up next year. And I'm gonna, but yeah, it doesn't. It works for DirectX 11 and 12. Just as a note too for anyone that's, so if the game supports DirectX 11 or 12, it uses like DLSS and then tricks it into using FSR. It's a whole thing, but yeah, between that and playing the dwarf game, Deep Rock Galactic.
Survivor.
That's what I've been doing this week. It's really fun.
Nice. I know some guys that like Deep Rock Galactic, like the actual game though. I haven't. But yeah,
I like both.
They really like it.
I like both a lot. I don't have anyone to play with, so I play by myself with the Survivor.
That's fair enough. And I think Gardner had some interesting stories to tell us. He was a summer special last week.
Yeah, I was in Berlin, Germany last week. That's why I wasn't on the podcast. And that was quite fun.
Damn. Tell us about it, man. What were you doing there?
I was doing a tour of Europe, checking out fast food restaurants and how they differ from the United States. Just kidding. I was actually at the NextCloud conference.
That'd be funny.
The NextCloud conference was sick, man. Like, here, I'll do a little slideshow presentation.
Ooh.
So this was my press badge. I was a member of the press.
Damn.
Yeah, really, really fun. Yeah, which is weird to me because like I don't think of myself as like a press guy, but
I mean, technically, I think we all qualify as quote unquote press, even if we're not like with a press outlet.
Gardner Bryant counts as a press outlet, I guess. But this was me after my interview with Frank, the CEO of NextCloud, which was really cool. And that's TechLore. Do you guys know TechLore, Henry?
TechLore or TechLord?
Lore, Lore.
Oh, that would have been awesome if he was named TechLord.
TechLord. Yeah.
But no, I don't know who he is.
Yeah. So I met TechLore. He does like privacy stuff on YouTube and on PeerTube, and we actually have our instances peered, which is nice. And then also I met Brandon Hopkins from Tech Hut, he's a really cool dude. I bet we could get them on the podcast at some point. And
I thought that guy on the side was Linux Torvalds.
Kind of looked like, he kind of looks like Linus a little bit. That was Christoph. He's my contact there at NextCloud. Yeah, it was great. I made a video, like a vlog about it on my channel. It's on PeerTube as well. I did an interview. It was like a 8-minute video with Frank from NextCloud, and I had a lot of fun. It was very, very rewarding. I got to meet cool people.
That is very nice. Did they make any major announcements or?
They dropped Nextcloud 25 Autumn Edition. They do like I think they do 3 major releases a year. Or maybe they do 3 releases a year and one of them's major. I think this was the major update. It had some cool new features like if I understand correctly, I believe they have some AI like optimization stuff. So Nextcloud actually supports like local and remote AI stuff that you can like integrate like a DeepSeek or some kind of like image categorization thing, and you can actually get a similar like experience to like Google Photos, where it will like scan all your photos and like label people like like familiar faces or like objects or whatever. And you can do that with Nextcloud now, which is really sick. Nextcloud Talk is also like kind of like this Microsoft Teams Mattermost situation. And it's like a drop-in replacement in a lot of ways for like Slack and that kind of shit. And that got some big updates. And there were like they had 400 people sign up for the event, like to go to the event, and they had numbers differ, but they had about 330 people actually show up, and then a bunch of people just were passing by the venue, saw Nextcloud, and were like, "Hey, that's cool. I'm gonna go check that out." So there were people coming in off the streets to like hang out with the Nextcloud crew. It's pretty sick.
That's cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, aside from Nextcloud, did you go anywhere else in Germany? Did you have some local German food? Did you go
Yes.
Did you go Oktoberfest?
I had a beer. Okay, I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I had a beer, and that was a huge mistake because like it made my blood sugar go very low very quickly, and it was unpredictable for the next 2 days. So that was cool. But I had a beer, and it was delicious. Like I love beer, and I wish I could drink it more often. And then so not too much Oktoberfesting, but I did have 2 like authentic German dishes. One was called Rinderroulade or something like that.
How's that?
Imagine a cinnamon roll, but replace the cinnamon with mushrooms, and then replace the roll with beef.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Dude,
that's a weird way to put it. But
well, no, I mean I don't know how to pronounce. Like, I mean, it literally it's like it was like shaved steak kind of,
Yeah.
and there was like
they roll it up,
mushrooms in it, and it was rolled up
into like a
and it was I mean, dude, it was like this big around, and then it had like it came with like potato truffles and red cabbage like gravy. It was so delicious. And then I don't
Sounds
remember what the
very
other one
German.
was, but it was another beef dish. Oh, it was braised
Spätzle?
beef. It was yeah, it was good. I didn't have schnitzel because like there's a lot of carbs in schnitzel. So
did you have any doner kebabs?
Dude, okay, I was recommended to go to like one of the Turkish kebab places that was right there, and I didn't have a chance to because I actually moved my flight back. I was going to be there for an extra 3 days after the conference, and I had a client emergency that I had to come home for, which
damn.
Yeah, that was annoying, but
man, I hate when that happens too, man. I was in Japan. I was trying to go to that famous omuraisu place, Kichi.
Mm-hmm.
The one with the guy that's on YouTube. I'm sure I think you've seen it, right?
It sounds familiar.
But like he's the guy that's super excited. He makes the perfect omuraisu, and I never got to go when I was in Kyoto. I was only in Kyoto for a few days.
Yeah.
Man, I still haven't told you everything about the Japan trip. And
really?
Yeah, because like it feels like almost like a haze now. But I have to like I have to recollect a lot of things too.
Yeah. The worst thing about the client thing is like if there had been anyone technical like on their team, I could have like described how to do it over the phone. But like nobody on their team would have been able to follow my instructions. So I was like, I have to go back for this.
Man, if I was on their team, I probably could have followed it, maybe.
Oh yeah, dude, it was really simple. It was just like unplug this
Oh
thing and
no.
then like run another cable and plug this in. When I was there, when I was in Germany and I was talking to them, they were like, "Yeah, we can't access the internet on the point of sale machines," and so I had no idea what was wrong. And some like,
Oh my
long
God.
story short, I didn't know what the hell the problem was, and I thought it was something like way more problematic. And then I got there and I had to just move some cables around. And I was like, "Are you kidding me,
I
dude?"
fucking hate when clients do that shit. Yeah, Germany
Anyway,
sounds like a lot of fun. I wish, yeah, maybe.
yeah, no, Germany was fun. I had a blast. Met a lot of really great people. And hopefully I can go back next year for next pod conference 26, which would be sick.
Sick.
Yeah.
Germany or France? I mean, it sounds like if you live in France, you get your stuff early. We can
I
talk
know,
about
right?
that later.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
you're only like, and you're next door to Germany, so like
Yep.
you can just take a train.
Yeah. Go pick up your early package and head back to
Yeah,
Berlin.
exactly. Gotta move off the console, man.
Right. Well, so guys, we got some major stories we got to jump into. The first one here is Electronic Arts is being acquired by the Saudi government and by some private investors in the US, which is in no way problematic, right?
EA Sports. It's in the private investment firm.
Yeah, it's normally I wouldn't be against like it's annoying to have companies be on the stock market because then they need to adhere to like making short-term gains, and it really is like ruins a lot of companies like Blizzard and stuff. But
Yeah.
also having it privately owned by these major firms is just as problematic because they'll squeeze it for whatever reason. They'll try to influence how things are made. Yeah. And Saudi Arabia has a goal in mind for a lot of this stuff, and then on top of that, Jared Kushner being a part of this is
Another issue on.
Yeah.
Man, this is gonna be another political episode, isn't it?
Right out the gate too.
It's the biggest news. Yeah, it's the biggest.
It
news
is
in
political.
Gaming. Yeah,
when you have a country that has a private firm like Saudi Arabia, because they have multiple private firms and they acquire a lot because they have a lot of oil money and they're diversing, which is actually not a bad play. It's just it's Saudi Arabia. It's not to say anything bad about people that live there. It's just,
Yeah,
I
Saudi
say crap
people are
about the
nice.
U.S. I say crap about other countries. It's just problematic.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want the U.S. to own EA.
So
no.
So there is a game company that Saudi Arabia basically owns now that used to be a pretty big arcade developer in Japan called SNK. They make Fatal Fury, King of Fighters, Metal Slug.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're doing pretty well now. I don't think there's any. So far, I haven't seen any effects of the games that would make it seem like there's Saudi influence, perhaps. But
Give it time.
Yeah,
they're what they're doing is they're acquiring things to help diversify their portfolio, and then they're trying to bring it to them. So they have a lot of events coming to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of trying to wash things in so they can be a part of it, and you just give it time. It will eventually show its ugly head, I think. But the problem with going there is that they don't have very good rights for certain humans, and so
yeah, like the thing is with the Saudis, like the effect of them owning these media conglomerates is silent, right? Like that's the effect. Like Command and Conquer has always been a bit tongue-in-cheek, but it's also been a little politically incorrect, right? If there's ever a new Command and Conquer game, you can bet that like there won't be anything critical of at all about, and I mean Command and Conquer is like a joke, right? Like the story is foolish, but you take my meaning. You have like comedians going over to the Riyadh comedy festival, and these are like, and some of these comedians are like comedians I've respected, but they're not allowed to criticize the Saudi government or any religion or anything like that. And it's like, dude, put a muzzle on your favorite comedian, and what are they? They're nothing. It's the same thing here with these games.
Yeah, it's very much we'll see it come to fruition. I think sooner or later. I will have to say, and this is bad on me, but there is one thing that they could do that make me like sanctify this relationship or whatever, this purchase, and that's release Dead Space 2 remake.
Yeah.
But that's just me being human, I guess. But at the end of the day, I still don't approve of it. But if you're gonna do something bad like this, might as well I'll ask something. Give us Dead Space 2. Maybe the Saudi prince really wants Dead Space 2 and 3, and that's why he did it.
Yeah, so we do know about Mr. Saudi Prince, of course. We do know about the private investment firm. And there he is. There he is, Mr. Saudi Prince. He used to be known as Sweetheart Yuki Yukio, which was kind of a dumb name. No offense. Don't me, no. Mr. Saudi Prince.
You can't go to Saudi Arabia now.
No. No, I mean, you can't go to Saudi Arabia if you like look at this profile and be like, "Oh my god, how embarrassing!" Like you're never allowed there anymore.
Dude, yeah. Is that an AI generated photo?
It looks
he could have afforded a real artist. He could have afforded like an actual like manga artist from Japan, like paid him like handsomely.
Yeah, but it's more edgy this way.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but dude, he just bought EA.
Yeah. Click on that era that like shows all the previous nicknames.
Yeah,
I buy. Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude, this right here, Valve. VALVE.
Valve next, dude. That is wait. Valve sends you. Yeah, that is kind of funny though.
No. I think he like just put in asterisks.
Oh,
that's what I think.
Yeah, dude. To make people guess. It's not going to be Valve, obviously, until Gabe Newell. Hopefully, you live long and prosperous. Even if it's on those mega yachts, I'd prefer you to own Valve/Steam as opposed to the Saudis. But
or Jared Kushner. Yeah, the one thing that really, I didn't make the connection until everyone started making a deal about it being Jared Kushner's company. That's the one that's more interesting or more has potentially more negative. What's the word I'm looking for? Implications, so to speak. Because of those who don't know, Jared Kushner is the son-in-law of El Presidente, current sitting El Presidente. So there is no question about it that I'm sure he's going to try to make. The big question is, what is he going to do? I wonder if he's going to make Battlefield 7 like U.S. propaganda. He's going to make it a less shitty version of America's Army.
Well, he's not in the administration this time, is he?
Jared Kushner?
Yeah,
I don't think he is, but he gets a lot of deals. Like what they said about Hunter Biden, which some of them, probably true. Not going to defend the dude, but Jared Kushner's that's what he's doing. He just does. Yeah. He uses names and all that to get his deals through. I mean, at this point, we can tell that Trump doesn't care.
Yeah,
he has a lot of investments that are just out in the open.
Right.
But
so the big question is whether or not Affinity Partners is going to just squeeze EA or if they're going to turn EA to something else, so to speak. That's my big concern. This only just happened a few days ago, so of course we don't know for certain. I think this would have serious red flags even if the other political party owned EA.
Agreed.
Yeah, so
I don't like you using your political influence to both buy and affect the media like this. Like it needs to be a little bit less tied to politics, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I have the same problem with this that I have with Oracle taking over TikTok. Like I have the exact same issue. The only difference is Larry Ellison's like private interests and Oracle has private interest where the Saudis and even Jared Kushner have like possibly more nefarious ambitions. So that's really the only difference. But
it's not like EA's doing well, so
Right.
I'm really like, there's not like they're buying it because it's a great investment. So
Yeah. I mean, the big thing for me is like I don't care if like EA starts making great games. If they come out with like Mirror's Edge 3, I'm not going to play it. Like if they come out with Command and Conquer Red Alert 4, I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to support EA anymore. Like I've that's been my policy for a while, and I did make an exception to buy the Command and Conquer games that launched on Steam recently, but like that's it. Like I'm not going to support this. I don't believe in it.
I have a very moral issue if it's Dead Space, but you know what? I'm lucky enough to where they won't release Dead Space 2 or 3. So
Yeah, man. They shut. Yeah. So here's another thing too about this deal. It's a leveraged buyout, which means EA owes $20 billion to the banks.
Mm.
So I mean, that's like a third of that's a little over a third of the amount that the Saudis and Jared Kushner paid for it. The big question now is, what will they do now to pay that off? Word has it, they might be trying to leverage AI more and laying off more people.
Mm.
But the big question is, does it spell the end of EA? Are we witnessing the death of EA as we speak?
Quite possibly.
No, the average person's not going to care. They're not going to realize what's going on. They just don't have time to.
Well, dude, I mean, EA's not doing well right now anyway.
No, they're not. But there is still like going private to like this and all that. Like there is actually a better chance of them succeeding now than doing short-term gains like they were doing with being owned on the stock market or by being on the stock market and all that.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know if they're still going to try to go for short-term gains. I mean, going private doesn't necessarily guarantee that they'll just turn things around.
No, but Saudi Arabia owns this stuff for a long term, in my opinion. They diversify because they know that oil will dry up eventually. I've read a couple of articles on this already that they really are trying to diversify because they know oil is not going to be around. So this is just one of those things, and I have a feeling because they don't want for money right now. They're fine with long term, like getting it back into a better state. I could see that. Jared Kushner, on the other hand, I don't know. Like anything him or the Trump family touches is almost always kind of a scam run, and so it will be interesting because like right now the like upcoming games that EA is coming out with is like Battlefield 6, which is actually looking okay. Plants vs. Zombies replanted, which is interesting. And then Star Wars Zero Company. Those are the three that I see on Steam that they're coming out with. And
are they still doing like football, soccer games?
Yes, they still do. Madden. I think they lost.
They lost the FIFA license.
They lost the FIFA one.
Yeah, that's probably one of the biggest blows to EA because people buy FIFA games, they don't buy fucking FC games. I'm gonna be honest with you. People buy it because it said FIFA on it. Now it doesn't say FIFA. Yeah, no one's buying it.
This is a hard one. Split Fiction is published by EA, and Haze Light Studios. I actually really think they deserve to be supported because they do good work. That's hard.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they want to be supported, they should go with an ethical publisher.
Well, yeah,
I don't know if that's
if they can do that now. That's a really hard. I don't know if they could do that now. They'd have to break off completely.
I think it would have to be for future games. I don't know if they. I don't think they can do it for all. I don't think Joseph Fares can do it for all of his currently released games under EA, but we shall see.
No, well, the problem is that the studio is most likely like heavily controlled by the publisher. When you get into these kind of deals with EA, you pretty much are owned by the publisher. So they'd have to break off, create a new company, and start new IPs. Which they've. It's not like they don't. They usually do new IPs, so they could easily do it. But
yeah. Ugh. I mean, dude, the thing is like, in The Sims, the next version of The Sims, will the Saudis like allow gay representation, lesbian representation? Like that's really like what this is coming down to for me. It's like there's going to be quiet controls and things are just going to disappear things that we take for granted. And it won't be like overt political messaging either. It will be like just little things that just start disappearing, and
you don't notice. Yeah, they'll be sneaky about it. And I agree. I think the least sneaky thing is I bet you there's gonna be a Trump DLC for Sims.
Lord have mercy.
I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be probably like not supposed to be tongue in cheek, but
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I mean, that doesn't matter as long as Trump gets paid, right? But here's the thing,
True.
though. Here's the other thing too. EA, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to make of this whole situation. EA is being bought by Saudi Arabia. That's not something that I thought I would have ever seen. But it's clear that the Saudi government, like, first and foremost, I'm surprised the Saudis even let Jared Kushner buy a portion of EA, because it's not like they own 100% of it. I don't even know what percent of it they actually own. I don't know if it's split evenly, or like it's like they own more of it, or if Jared Kushner owns more of EA. So that's that.
Jared Kushner is tight with a lot of these different like his firm that he manages is tight with a lot of these different countries, like including Saudi Arabia. So this is not actually a surprise, and oftentimes these firms will split it with others because for various reasons, but they're might as well just, I don't know. We'd have to get really deep into this type of stuff, I think, to understand it, but I'm not shocked. And I'm not shocked that EA was like, or that this is starting to happen. And to be fair, I think every major company that that we know of, every major publisher is struggling because they do short-term gains and they're just fucking themselves over hard. And so EA being sold to now private, expect this to happen to more and more companies that are struggling right now. Like, a part of me is kind of glad Microsoft picked up Blizzard, because I would much rather have Microsoft, even though I'm not, the biggest Microsoft fan at times. I'd rather have them owning it than Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. But also, like, that kind of brings us to our next story.
Game Pass.
So I think there's a through line between this story and the previous one. What you were saying, James, where it's like AAA games just don't seem to be profitable anymore. Like they require so much money and so much investment and so much time that, like, EA is going private, and now Xbox is raising the price of Game Pass to the point where Game Pass Ultimate is going to be basically unaffordable for all but the biggest whales, right?
Yeah.
Yes and no. This Xbox Game Pass increase is a little bit of a, people miss some of the nuance in it, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying you are or anything like that, but there's a couple of things that people don't realize with this, and that's one of them is they are increasing the amount of games that are accessible through this, so you're getting more value, but I don't know if it's a 50% increase kind of value. And them doing it so close to also increasing the price of the Xbox systems and all that kind of tell me a little bit of, like, they probably had a lot more wiggle room for those consoles with tariffs than they let on, because this is like, okay, if you did that and then increase this too, is kind of making me think you're just trying to do a whole run the gamut on increasing prices across the board. And this is not a tariff as much, but I still think it is partially a tariff thing, because other companies are like Nintendo and PlayStation are raising their prices, but like it doesn't look good for them if everything rises. I
do agree. It's not purely like price. Of course, yes, they offer you more things. There are a lot of benefits that Game Pass does offer you for games that you probably wouldn't expect it to. Like for example, League of Legends. You have in Valorant, you have access to all of the characters, but like, I don't know if everyone would want that though, because like, I don't see the same type of person that has Game Pass being the same type of person that also plays League every day,
Well,
yeah.
So sorry,
and also Fortnite too. They also just included Fortnite Crew. I don't exactly know what Fortnite Crew gives you. But
this is for Gen Z.
Fortnite Crew is generally $12 a month by itself. And of course, Ubisoft Plus is included now as well, $16 a month, and I think EA Play was also included as well. It's just a matter of whether or not you want all of those. And personally speaking, if I were the average consumer, I would cut out every single one of those ancillary benefits and just have a lower Xbox Game Pass price.
Well, they have that. So you can see right here, they have still the essential and the premium, but the if it, day one, because they were losing a lot of money on Call of Duty's releases the past few years, and I don't think I think Microsoft kind of had to do this because their shareholders were not happy with they lost potential, and this is stupid to say because potential means nothing, because they think they lost 300 million because last year's Call of Duty release didn't make as much because it was tied to day one of the Game Pass. I will say this right now though too, with the Game Pass, this is a really good deal if you are able to beat these games pretty quickly. Like I have a couple of people in my community, they beat their games within a week, in a month, and so this makes sense. They're getting really good value, even at $30, really good value. But for the average person, even for me, like this is starting to become, I don't beat my games in a month. It's
well, like I was gonna say, like the fact is that they're adding all this value, quote unquote. I'm doing heavy air quotes right now, so that they can justify the price increase. And what they're really doing here is trying to push as many people off of Game Pass Ultimate so that they have to then go buy the games again. Because games are not this is, I have been saying since 2020. I made a video in 2020 saying Xbox Game Pass is a scam, and I predicted almost exactly this scenario. But they have hit this time, they have accelerated the timetable from what I thought would take 10 years to 5. They got people addicted to the idea of a Netflix style subscription to, all you can eat games, and then now they're increasing the price. I'm a cynic. This is like clearly what Game Pass was designed to be. This is exactly the play that I expected Microsoft to take, and I am shocked that it only took them 5 years and not 10. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, James.
So I don't think it's a scam quite yet, but I think
James,
once they lock it behind let's say a new game comes out and you can only get it when it's on the membership, I think it becomes more of a scam at that point, because I don't like that. I like to own my games, right? And I have a feeling they're trying to gear up to do two things. One, they want to start locking some games behind membership so they can be guaranteed monthly income, because if you start playing that game, you're not, like, for me, like I have Doom the Dark Ages I'm playing on Game Pass. I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to, like, but I'm not on the Ultimate, and I think I could still access. I'll have to double check because I'm on the, like, they're getting rid of the PC one, but I think it's going to be next month, so I need to beat Doom the Dark Ages, but that's a whole other thing. But my thing is, once you start getting locked into this, they're going to continue increasing this price every year or two.
Yes.
This is my problem with subscriptions, and they've proven it in a lot of these companies. Right now, it used to be a lot cheaper to cord cut from cable. Now it is just as expensive to get all the different services. I'm
if not
worried.
More expensive.
Yeah, it's more expensive. And I'm starting to actually buy my media again.
I bought Superman on 4K Blu-ray. Yeah.
I haven't done that yet, but I need to. The hard part is it's already out on something and I can just watch it, and I just need to watch it one more time, and then I'll buy it later on when it's on sale. But they've got me. Like, these subscription services have kind of got me, especially since having kids. But this is my warning to people that with the Xbox Game Pass. It will continue to increase in price. Just expect it every year or two. They'll probably won't try to do it every year because it will be too often, but they will be increasing the price. And then they're going to try to hostage you into the situation, because that's just what their shareholders are going to want.
Yeah. So now, to go back to the Netflix example, how much longer until we get a Netflix style situation with Xbox Game Pass, where, if you recall, Netflix back in the day used to have basically every major network's like shows and whatnot. It used to be the one place to get everything, right?
Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden, like NBC, ABC, Disney all broke off into their own their own streaming services, right? How much longer until that happens at Game Pass, where Game Pass goes up in price? But Ubisoft doesn't want to be a part anymore. Neither does EA. So they break off, but then the price, still remains the same as if they were still on there.
So right now, it is already a really good deal if you play a lot of games a month. If you beat these games in a month, this is an amazing deal. The problem is, are you going to be able to stop the deal once it goes up to $60 a month?
The deal has altered for EA Gold.
This is why I don't think that that's going to happen high tech. Microsoft is the only company in the gaming industry that can subsidize this level of scam for this long. Okay. And James, I was going to ask you, like, if this isn't a scam, then how come Microsoft continues to put so much money into it? To me, it seems like it is designed from Adam to not be a loss leader, but to like get people addicted to the idea. I don't think Electronic Arts could do this. I don't think Ubisoft could afford to do this. I don't think Sony could afford to do this. Like, it is such an astronomical loss for them. When it's like they lost how much? $300 million they supposedly on the last Call of Duty. It's like they're cannibalizing their own
unrealized
sales.
gains. That's
right.
Always what they're going to say. They're always going to put it up much higher, and they probably do some type of write-off and stuff on it. So
right, but like you make more money. You stand to make more money by selling a copy of a game, especially an annualized like series like Call of Duty or whatever. You stand to make more money that way, just point blank. Unless you also continue to increase the price of Game Pass. And
I think Call of Duty is also drying up more than they realize.
Oh,
let on. That could be another thing. They're hiding a lot of this stuff. They're like, oh, it could have made 300 million. Well, probably not, because I don't think Call of Duty, like, I don't think it's dying off per se, like some of these other like MMOs and stuff, but it is definitely not the cash cow it used to be. And
Zoomers aren't interested in Call of Duty anymore. They're playing they're playing Fortnite and Roblox. They're not even playing the most graphically intense games anymore.
No, they're playing Fortnite on
I know, that's what I thought you said.
Yeah. First. Yeah, but like seriously, they're not even playing the most graphically demanding games anymore, which makes me wonder, why do developers even bother making super graphically demanding games if like the next generation of gamers don't give a fuck?
They painted themselves into a corner with marketing where it's like it's the best looking game of ever created, or
you know what they should do? They should market, oh, it's the most destructive game ever, man. Yeah, I would like, honestly, when I saw like Red Faction 2 and like Red Faction, the one on Mars, I forget which one that was called.
Red Faction.
Yeah, both Red Factions are on Mars.
Well, all right, the one before they like put them in a tunnel, basically.
Red Faction 2, you could like dig.
But you get what I'm saying, right? Like I saw Red Faction, I thought, wow, this is a feature of games. You can destroy shit, and it was so awesome. And I mean, Crackdown was kind of like that too.
Yeah,
but like,
and then 30 years later, you get Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Yeah, that's the future of gaming.
That shit. Oh man, I really want to play that, but I'm not going to because Nintendo sucks.
Not yet.
Red Faction, is it Guerrilla or is it like Armageddon?
Oh, well, the first Red Faction,
I think, was the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah. The first Red Faction had destructible environments too.
I think they all do.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest selling points is that you can destroy things, and they make it easy because it's on Mars, and so they don't have to worry about high environmental details like foliage and stuff like that. So
but imagine like Red Faction but on Earth with a bunch of like foliage and all that cool shit. That would be awesome.
Are games kind of like that? Is it Just Cause? I don't. There's a couple of games that do have a lot of environmental destruction.
Oh, dude, have you guys played Teardown?
No.
So Teardown's like an indie game where your goal is to like there's a bunch of different objectives, but like the main selling point is destruction, like voxel destruction physics. There's a mod for it called structural integrity, which tries to like mimic like real life structural and like destruction. So like if you blow open like a few walls, eventually like the building will like the remaining like foundation will start to like crack and then eventually collapse under pressure. And it's
Speaking
so
of
awesome.
collapsing under pressure, after Microsoft announced the Game Pass changes, their website to cancel these subscriptions crashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's going to happen a lot, though. Like, people are very reactionary. And if we haven't noticed before in the past, a lot of people end up coming back. But I think the amount that they were going to make up, they're probably going to lose from cancellations. I don't think at the end of the day they're going to increase much. Maybe over the few years, maybe. But, like, even I'm thinking about canceling mine. And... well, I'm almost done with Doom Dark Ages, which is, it gets better, by the way, Gardner, but
Doesn't
it does, but it's definitely not nearly, still it's not as good as Doom Eternal. And so I'm going to be wrapping that up, and then anything else I'm playing, I'm just going to buy it. Because I just prefer to own the games.
Dude, do people still play COD? This is crazy. I see a clip. I saw a clip of someone with like the sniper in the new Call of Duty beta. And apparently it looks like it's just a sniper with built-in wall hacks and built-in shoots through walls to kill enemies too.
I don't know. I'm sure they still like. There's still plenty of people that play Call of Duty. It's just they're heavily invested, and that's what they've been playing for years. It's kind of like
Stockholm syndrome.
And it's like a sports thing. So it's a sports thing. People see it as a sports thing. Some people like football. Other people like playing Call of Duty, and that's what they do after they get done with work. They just want to relax and play something, and they play Call of Duty. I'm not going to, like, even if people choose to do Fortnite, like, I'll say this. We are all, gamers are a variety. There's, like, a variety of different gamers. Me, I actually do like pushing the graphical envelope quite a bit. I just don't think these game developers and publishers are doing it the right way, in my opinion, but I like doing that. I like a little bit of artistic flair to it, and they oftentimes don't do that. They try to make it too realistic. And so,
which is bullshit.
Sorry, I kind of brought it back into that. It's just there are a lot of different people.
Which is bullshit too, because like movies aren't even that realistic. Like there are a lot of obviously movies have like real actors. It's probably way more realistic than a game will be. But at the same time though, like directors play with the lighting. They make it so it gets a good shot at the cost of sometimes realism. And set design too. And the fact that these game developers haven't really caught on to the fact that that's why movies look so good is insane. It's like the difference between like YouTube video and a movie, right?
I think there's just a lot of different games. I don't know if that's fair because there's a lot of movies that try to be as realistic as possible. They do it with lighting and stuff like that. There's games that do well by saying, "Hey, this is realistic." They're not going to be doing the best, but we have a variety of different games. I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just the trends right now for a lot of the AAA are not great. Because I don't think going the Fortnite route is going to be the right way for all of them. And they'd like to chase that. So these AAA just try to chase whatever they think is trendy. I don't know. I don't want some realism to go away. I don't want it just to play Fortnite games. I'll be honest.
I mean, that's totally valid too.
Yeah. If they keep it at like Dead Space remake level of like detail, I'm down for that.
Oh yeah, dude. The thing about like that era, I think that was like peak gaming because there wasn't huge demand on hardware. Like they were pushing the 360 and stuff at that time, but like, today's hardware, especially like the Steam Deck, can play these remakes of old games like Gears of War, right? Anything from that era works really well on the Steam Deck. That I think we've been kind of talking about the future of gaming a little bit, like Red Faction. No. The future of gaming is this like handheld market. Like that's what I think the future is. And so if we can like kind of reset our expectations to like it looks good enough, you can tell what's going on, and you have fun. That's the critical aspect of gaming.
Yeah.
So, and that's my curmudgeon take.
Well, speaking of the future of gaming, right? Like, as handheld, and everyone knows it. That's why the cost is going to be $1,000 to enter that future.
Well, the future is actually today for some people
in France.
In France.
True.
High Tech, tell me what's going on with this. I hadn't heard this story.
So a Redditor posted on Reddit that they received it a little earlier than expected.
The Xbox Ally
the
X.
ROG Xbox Ally X. The post has since been deleted by the author, but I mean, from what I remember of the article, it looked like it was doing pretty well. You know, decent battery life. It seems like it has a lot better gains. Like the upper gains, there aren't too many FPS increases, like at a higher wattages, like compared to the original Ally, but the efficiency gains for like lower wattages is a lot better. At least that's what I recall.
Good. Which is good. No, that's true. Like there's supposed to be some updates coming out for the Z1 Extreme or Z2 Extreme to make it a little bit better at higher TDPs, but like mid-range TDPs do really well, and it does have a pretty sizable increase. Is it a sizable increase to say like, hey, if you have an Xbox or let's say an ROG Ally X, and you want to get the Xbox Ally X, or you know, all the naming convention shit, but I hate it. It catches me up every time. I would definitely say no. Like if you have just a regular Ally X, don't get the Xbox Ally X, because you're just not going to get enough gains to warrant paying $300 more for a device that's not that much different. I also don't think this is a good deal. I have a reservation for this. I don't know if you know that, Gardner, but I've talked about it in the past.
Yeah, I think you told me,
episodes, but I do have a reservation for the Xbox Ally X. I don't know if I'll keep it or not. I'm trying to convince myself to keep it because I like every aspect of it besides the screen, and I want something that can be just a little bit better and have a USB 4
well,
interface.
You know what device has both of those things? The Lenovo device.
Yeah, but I can't get one right now.
Why can't
Legion
you get
Go,
one?
Are you talking about the Legion Go 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. They pulled it, and it's for pre-order again. They had a bumper issue. And so if I go and look to see if I can get it, I don't know what's going to come out. I don't even know if they have a date. I'd have to, maybe I could find it, but they released it. They had a bumper issue, which seems stupid to I don't know.
A bumper issue?
Yeah, the bumper, like the right bumper gets stuck really bad.
I
for
can
a lot
see
of
that
people.
being a huge issue, to be honest.
Yeah, and so they did a recall, from my understanding, and at the end of the day, like, it's nice that it has an 8.8-inch screen and an OLED, but I really did not like the Legion Go ones, and I don't think they changed the controller itself enough, because the Legion Go 1 controllers were too mushy for me. I didn't like it. And the Allies are a little mushy, but they're not quite as bad. Like, it just felt very cheap holding those controllers.
Fair enough.
I hate to say this, but they probably should have thrown a little bit more weight into the controller, which is not a good thing for a handheld, but I don't want to lift something that feels so plasticky and fake.
There is a way to enable the new Xbox interface on your existing handhelds if you're running Windows on them. And I tried that on my Ally X, and it seems to work pretty okay. The problem is that the Xbox interface itself, kind of bare bones, to be honest.
Yeah.
And unless you're playing games like on the actual Xbox itself, like the Xbox service itself, it's kind of bare bones. Apparently, in the future, you should be able to replace that launcher that you like launch with by default with a different program. So it seems like maybe in the future you can just launch to Steam Big Picture mode, but it's running Windows underneath. I don't know how well that's going to go over, to be honest, but I mean, it's nice that they're improving Windows. I just wish it wasn't like super late.
My stance has been that Microsoft, in the history of their company, has never been able to sustain a product to be good for 3 years like it takes them 3 years to take a good product and ruin it. That's what Microsoft does. That's their entire track record over the entire history of their company. And so, they might be able to make, the Xbox UI for Windows good, but very quickly it will become corrupted by outside departments, outside the Xbox and Windows teams that want to, shove extra crap into it, or you won't only be able to access it if you have Game Pass, or it's going to happen. Microsoft is going to ruin it. And that gives me hope for the future.
Very pessimistic take on that.
Yeah.
But you're not wrong.
Dude,
I don't
we're
think you're
talking
wrong
about
Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Yeah, I don't think you're necessarily
That
wrong.
is true.
They're gonna inject the AI stuff somehow into it, and I will say, if they brought back Cortana, like, cool, do it. Like, actually have like a game character be it. Like, cool. They're not gonna do that, and I'm really frustrated because that's the only thing they had going with the AI stuff, and they got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
But just because, like, I'm not the biggest Halo fan, but I think it's really cool to actually have the AI in Halo to actually be at least a little bit of a, a cover for the AI to have the voice that sounds like Cortana. I don't know. That's
the veneer of Halo in Windows for some reason.
Would you pay extra for Cortana DLC for Copilot?
Well, per month, no. One time, yeah.
Well, would you? It
takes money to make that stuff. I'm saying, guys, like,
yeah, fair enough.
It's not cheap, I'm sure, to do some of that, but they already have it made, I guess.
Would you pay for a pay-per-view esport event, though?
No.
Well, Capcom says yes, you are, in fact.
This is fun.
So, for those who don't know, Capcom has their own tournament series called the Capcom Cup. And usually the streams are free. Obviously, if you want to go into the venue and actually watch them play in person, that's going to cost money. That's to be expected, right?
Yeah.
But now, to even watch it, you're going to have to pay. And the fighting game community does not like that. It's very reminiscent of something like, I don't know, the UFC and boxing, which I believe the UFC is actually moving away from pay-per-view events.
Oh, really? So I know, like, anything that's a sports-related event, they usually do pay-per-view, unless it's like football, soccer, stuff like that. And then you just have to buy into the
NFL, like Red Line or whatever, Red Zone or whatever.
Yeah, stuff.
Dude, the
like
only people that buy like NFL Red Zones are like fucking sports bettors, to be honest.
Sports makes so much fucking money. I don't know if you realize like how profitable a lot of the stuff is. That's why Capcom wants to get in on it. It is crazy how profitable pay-per-view can be. I don't know how good it is nowadays, but a decade ago it was super profitable.
Dude, imagine pirating a Capcom stream on like one of those sports streaming websites. That'd be hilarious.
As long as I can sports bet, or I can do sports betting.
I'm so out of the like competitive like fighting game that when I went over here to this tab, I thought this was Wolverine for a second.
What?
I was like, what is am I on the wrong tab? And then I thought this was a Van Halen logo.
Dude. But I mean, basically that's the gist of it. The Capcom Cup, the finals, only the finals, like the final like 16 top 16 brackets, that's pay-per-view. The rest of the tournament was free to watch.
But do you think people are going to pay for this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think they will.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is successful.
Yeah.
So for those who want to compete, there is a pretty decent prize pool of $1 million. Now, obviously, any other esport that isn't a fighting game would probably pay a lot more. Like if you were to like get the competitive like gaming, EA, like click on the image that shows you the prices. So all the prices are in yen, of course, but you could buy like 6,000 yens worth, and you get both the Street Fighter League World Cup bundle and the Capcom Cup 12 finals. And obviously
6,000 yen, that's like what, $40?
I think so, something like that, something along those lines. Of course, buying tickets to the actual event itself would be closer to like 160 yen, I think, $160 USD. No, actually, not. Yeah.
Yeah,
So obviously,
6,000 yen is $40.
Yeah.
Well, it's gone down. It used to be a couple years ago. It's like
it'd be like more even, but
you just remove 2 zeros typically.
Yeah, I mean, yen's the yen has really gone down in price, and it kind of sucks for the economy, but it also benefited me greatly in Japan too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
$40 though, that's still crazy.
That's like the price of a game. That's like the price of a character or 2 characters in Street Fighter 6. What do I want to play? Do I want to pay to watch people fight, or do I want to pay for more characters so I can play the game myself?
I just don't think we're the target audience for this.
Yeah, we're not the target audience.
Like, I don't watch football. I don't watch sports. But there's millions, tens of hundreds of millions of people in the world that do.
Yeah.
So,
but
I just don't know if like there's a Venn diagram or how much overlap there is between people who watch professional sports and people who watch professional video games.
I don't think it exists.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's interesting.
Because like here's the thing. I understand loving to watch people play games at a high level, but like there's tons of free content available for Smash Bros tournaments. You can like watch hours and hours and hours of like high level Smash Bros play, and I do. Like I love watching that, but it's free. Like there isn't. The thing is, if this is successful, it will surprise me. If it is not successful, it will surprise me. Because either way, this is completely up in the air for me. I just don't understand how this will perform. I don't think we've ever seen anything quite like this, right?
Yeah, I think this is the first that we've seen. Like Dota, like let's look at like some of the other ones, like League and Dota. Those are 2 big ones. Those are free to watch, right? I don't think they've ever done any pay to watch.
This is Japanese based too that we're talking about. They're a different culture. I could see it being successful in Japan.
Oh my god!
I mean,
because this is like their sports stuff.
When was the last time they did one of these?
I don't think they're doing it as much now, are they?
2024.
Yeah.
September 12th. Wow, shoot. I guess they're gearing up for Dota 3 then now, right? Imagine if Dota 3 was Valve's first 3.
That would piss everybody off. That would be so bad.
That would be a headliner topic.
Yeah.
Dude, I could see it happening though. Gabe Newell is like deep into Dota.
I know. Dota is such a weird game that Valve made. It's like, I get it. It's a mod and all that, but
dude, maybe we should make like a critically acclaimed mod so that Valve will just buy us out and make that into like a 2-game deal.
Maybe.
Yeah. That would be sick. Well, we could sell doodlings.
There you go.
Yeah, you'd have to remake it in Source.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And it'd have to be like a first-person shooter.
No, Dota's not.
Oh, that's true. Dota isn't. That's right.
They have a lot of stuff that's not. But yeah.
I don't know about a lot of stuff that's not a first-person shooter.
How many people came to this? They had a $2.8 million prize pool. That's wild. I mean, there is so much like money in it because people are like invested in it. But like, if Valve made the finals for the international pay-per-view, I feel like that would kind of kill the momentum of the community.
I think it would. It would probably kill the momentum of like the League of Legends International Cup too, or whatever it's called. I don't remember what it's called, but
maybe Capcom knows what they're doing. Who knows?
Yeah,
I'll be interested to see how this turns out. Like, that's all I can say. You know?
Yeah, I mean, we do have some dates for it, so it is going to happen sometime next March. So I guess we'll follow up with this once it happens and see how successful it was.
Yeah, for sure.
But I will say the FGC is not a huge fan of it. At least the Western part of the FGC community. They don't like it. I don't like it either, to be honest. I'm not a pro fighting game player, though I do dabble in quite a bit of fighting games. One of these days I'll make it to Evo.
Dude, imagine the kind of hell that Evo or any other one, any other like competition that like does Smash Bros. Competitively, the kind of hell they would unleash if they did pay-per-view but for a Smash Bros. Tournament. Like Nintendo would go ape shit.
I don't think Nintendo would allow it. I mean, Nintendo barely even allows the game to be streamed at all, to be honest.
Yeah. It's insane.
It's so crazy.
So there was an update to the security incident on Discord. What's going on here? I think I missed this story completely.
Yeah, I did too, actually, when this happened. But essentially, on September 20th, Discord was hacked. But not necessarily Discord itself, but one of their third-party providers that they use for a customer support and whatnot. And as you can see, there are a couple of things that have been compromised. For example, names, government IDs, Discord IDs, emails, other contact info provided, the last four of your credit card or purchase history, your IP address, messages with customer support, and some like internal corporate data.
Damn.
And this is a lot of this happened. A lot of like what could have been avoided were the government IDs, but a lot of these appeals were about age verification. And as you know, I think they started doing that like in the UK, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So this is just like more proof positive that like that UK law is probably a bad idea, right?
I would say so, yes.
So they were handling it themselves? That's crazy.
Well, it looks like it was a third party.
Oh, it was a third
provider.
party? I just must have missed that. Oh, yeah. Third party. Okay. I was going to say, like, damn. If you have a proper third party, I don't know. We have so many different verification processes like KYC and stuff like that. That like this is inevitably going to happen, but this is definitely not a good track record that they just started doing this and it leaked.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks. Like you can measure it in weeks.
They're definitely going to have to secure that shit. I'm still of the opinion like they have opt-in kind of stuff. Like I'd rather have opt-in with like online gaming, a lot of this other stuff to where I'm like, yeah, if I can opt in and that's who I play with is people that are verified, sure. But to force it on everyone, not a fan of that.
Yeah. It's this just goes to show that like it's not enough for like a government to just say, oh, you guys need to like implement age controls. Like if they want age controls, they have to provide a secure system that is ubiquitous, that it provides a baseline, and then there could be, private entities that do something on top of that. But like this just proves that like these companies cannot be trusted with your private information. It's so difficult to like use the internet now because I don't want my shit to get leaked.
Oh, all my stuff has been leaked almost. That's why I have to have credit report watches and stuff. But that's also another thing I think on users is that you probably should be always being diligent on your stuff being leaked because it will eventually happen. I mean, heck, if you touched PlayStation at all, it's your stuff's gone. With how many leaks they've had, it's crazy. No, I think like the UK, Europe. I mean, here in the States, we have. I don't know if it's really it's a third party. It's ID.me. I don't know how good it is, but like a lot of services integrate ID.me, and maybe we just need better government level integrations for the stuff if they're going to require it.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, the government, like, foisting all of this on private companies is kind of insane, especially since it looks like Discord was doing it themselves, or at least they were doing it with another. I'm not sure. Third party. Yeah, I mean, and the fact that they got hacked and like actual information got out too. It's not like they got hacked but they didn't get anything of value. No. Like, names and government IDs got hacked. So like,
they shouldn't be storing that stuff anyways. What they should be doing is grabbing it, verifying that it's real, and then deleting that data right away. And then they mark that account as verified. Yeah. So even if it's a third party, unless that's what they're, because sometimes the third party ones, like I'd assume like ID.me would hold on to some of the stuff so they can make sure when it's cross application verified that they can, like, okay, yeah, this is the same person. We have a verification, but at least hash it or do something. Don't store it directly. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems crazy to me that like it would get stored. Like, why would you ever need to, like, once you've verified someone's ID, like, there's literally no reason for you to hold on to a copy of it. You know, dude, that's wild.
Verify it with the government, and maybe the government just doesn't offer good enough resources, some of these governments, to verify, because you should be hitting some type of service to be able to say, hey, is this a valid person? Here's all the stuff. I don't know. I think it's little speed bumps on the way to improving some of the systems, and this is just one of those. You shouldn't do it this way, and we need better verification process, especially if you want that internet library card, Gardner. That's
yeah. I mean, like, the idea that I've had, I love this idea. Honestly, you would go to your library, or you would go to your city hall or town hall or whatever, and they would just cryptograph you. They would provide you with a cryptographic signature, and then you can, like, sign anything you want, and you're on the internet, and it's all done with a signature that's like, you have your public private key, and then you're on the internet, and that's how we verify everything.
I like that on a level of that. If you want to opt into like a more secure internet and dealing with a lot of these companies that want to opt into this, I like that. It will leave a little bit of a Wild West, and that's fine, but I, for one, don't care about that side of things. And it can still be anonymous in a lot of ways, but you're still verified. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a weird world we live in, and I don't know if there's one great way that everyone would be happy about it. But
yeah, no, there's no way to make everyone happy. I've also thought about just like doing building our own IPv10 or whatever, and like having at the IP level having like individual signatures. That I think that would be cool, but I'm not cryptographically minded enough to actually implement something like that. So,
personally, this might sound weird, but this is one of those the blockchain actually would be a little helpful on this, and NFTs is doing some of this based on that and having a mobile app. If we want to talk about like future, like, I'm tired of having to get my mail-in vote put in through the mail. I'd rather just have an app that is heavily secured through some of these, I think, good security practices, to then just check to see, like, because then with that, you could vote, but you could also check with the government to see if your vote ever changed. That would be nice. I don't know. There's a lot of ways to do it, and people might not like that, but
I lean towards paper ballots all the way forever, and no electronic voting ever.
Yeah, I think both can be heavily corrupted. It's just a lot harder to do with paper.
Yeah,
in the sense of like, the paper might not get counted at all. You don't know if your vote's getting counted. There's been ballots that have been left out. Actually, in this last election, a lot of that happened, and people don't realize that. That's why I'd prefer electronic, and in a system that is heavily maintained by a third party, not a third party, but like a non-political entity of the government. That's which I don't know if that exists anymore, but we're getting really deep into this type of stuff where I would just like better verification processes, and then I'd want to play with those people online. I don't want to deal with assholes.
Yeah.
That have to hide behind their being anonymous. I don't like that.
Speaking of assholes.
Uh-oh.
High Tech, what's going on with this, man?
You just called High Tech an asshole? No,
he knows what he did.
Yeah, I included this topic. So basically, they say it's a teenager, but he's legally an adult. 19. Do you guys? All right. First and foremost, do you guys consider 19 still a teenager?
Yes.
I consider anything under 27 to be a teenager.
I was gonna say your brain's still developing, like up to 25, isn't it, or is it 27?
I think it's 27.
Yeah, your brain's still developing up to 27. So,
but basically, yes, this 19-year-old guy made a legal threat against Epic. Not Epic, but like some specific employees. And I mean, he says he's going to kill employees of the company. Now, I don't know. I don't think I've read further into it. I don't know why he decided he wanted to threaten Epic Games. It sounds like maybe there was some dumb bullshit with Fortnite. Honestly, it's probably Fortnite. That's like the only game they developed. But like, let's see what else.
Yeah, what other online games do they have? That makes sense. I mean, any of these online games have death threats, so I'm shocked that this is not new news. Like, there are death threats against everyone every day that are in the public. It's crazy.
So, according to this article, he was indicted by a grand jury in South Dakota's Western Division for sending threats between October and November of 2024. And he admitted to sending messages threatening to kill employees of the company. Damn, dude.
This is not an uncommon thing. People send death threats all the time. Are people getting prosecuted like this? Because I don't hear this side of things. They should be. I agree. They should be. I just don't hear it.
Honestly, man, I mean, I think Bungie sued once. Bungie's surprisingly litigious when it comes to stuff like this, but I mean, that's good. The more people get sued for saying bullshit as developers, the better game will be. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. You should not threaten to kill anyone. God damn it. Like, how hard is this to understand to not threaten to kill someone?
Dude, I mean, but this is going back to our discussion at the risk of sinking back into that. Like, if you had to sign every interaction you did with your public key, then one of the your public key was yours, and you either couldn't change it or future public keys were also tainted with your criminal record. Guess what? If you did this once or twice, you got caught doing it, consequences are you can't fucking send messages anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's, I don't know, dude. Like, I feel like this, having, 5 years in prison, $250,000 fine, that'll follow you for a while. But like, if everybody knows that, hey, this guy sent death threats and he got like banned from using the internet completely, I think that would have a bigger
it's the thing. Anonymous nature of things.
It is.
Yeah. So as per Game Developer, in a 2023 GDC survey, they found that 91% of surveyed developers thought that harassment and toxicity towards game developers was an issue, with 42% of it calling it a very serious issue. And 40% of those developers responded that they personally witnessed or experienced that kind of harassment. Which, gamers, come on, man. We can do better than this. We should be better than this. This is like some Hollywood shit.
The problem is there's a billion plus gamers in the world. So you're going to get bad actors no matter what. And the problem is most of us are not doing it. It's a small portion of them that grew up chronically online playing these games. It's their whole identity oftentimes, or they just like the troll. And I don't know if throwing someone in jail because everyone else kind of like on this level does it. But taking it away is, like, I think, a good idea. Gardner was just it should be like court ordered. You can't get on the internet anymore for like 10 years.
Yeah, or like you're banned from playing competitive online games. because clearly it affects you too severely, you know? Like dude, I would be very shocked if this guy was if this teenager was a single player gamer who never plays online. I would be absolutely floored if this kid wasn't an online gamer.
I mean, how could he be a single player game? He plays Fortnite.
Oh, does it say Fortnite?
Well, no, but like this was directed at Epic Games. There's no way it wasn't Fortnite.
It could have been because Alan Wake 2 was Epic exclusive.
All right,
let's give him slack now. He could have been 38 years old. It wasn't me.
Yeah, he's 19.
I know. I'm playing off. It was me, but it's not me.
Well, no, but I mean, like seriously, there are some people who play online games who, like, I'm not saying that everyone who plays online games is like a psychopath or whatever, but there are clearly, I've witnessed it personally. There are some people who play online games, and they cannot cope with like the amount of like competitiveness, and it just drives them into just horrific behavior in the real world. Oh, it's a very small percentage of people, but it is a real thing.
It is a real thing, and it happens a lot. Like League of Legends, a lot of other games I've played where people have had death threats. Now, in that type of heated situation, like obviously they're not going to follow through because they're just like freaking have never moved a day in their life. So them being able to get out the door is crazy. But they make Veil look like a buff animal, but.
They crack a Mountain Dew and break a sweat.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it.
That's hilarious. But that is hilarious.
It only takes one person and then fall through, and then you're gonna have, instead of school shooters, you're gonna have just like online shooters because it's gonna be the new hot thing to do, which is crazy.
Yeah, we should bring back dueling.
Should bring back what?
You dishonor my. You dishonor my. You dishonor my. Me. A pox on the house. Duel. You bite your thumb at me, Mister.
I'm not dueling. Like if someone's like, "Hey, let's duel," I'm peace out.
Yeah. Dueling would have been a lot cooler if we were still using fucking swords and shit. But like everyone's packing iron. Yeah,
until you're bleeding out, even though you won because you got stabbed once. This sounds cool on paper.
That's funny.
Yeah,
we've had founding fathers die from dueling. That's the crazy part.
Hamilton,
yeah. Oh, they were the original trollers. They're like, it kind of was. They're gonna do a death threat and they're like gonna duel it out.
Oh, speaking of another epic story. Rock Band 4 to be delisted.
Oh man, I had forgotten that Epic bought Harmonix, and now I'm sad again because I was reminded that Epic bought Harmonix.
Yeah, this is sad.
I can't believe
it was good.
Yeah, I can't believe that the Rock experience is now entirely in Fortnite and not like an actual like game itself that you can just buy.
Yeah. There isn't a PC version, right? Like this is for PlayStation and Xbox.
There is not a PC version. I mean, there are Guitar Hero simulators on PC, but it's full of like fucking insane lunatics. That's generally how it is with like That's generally how it is with like custom like games with custom like music and like tracks. Is that eventually it only appeals to like the hardcore mass, the 1%ers, basically.
Dude, I was literally playing Beat Saber this morning, and I had a few custom tracks, and like most of the ones that I had are like Expert Plus only. Have you ever played Beat Saber?
Yes, but I don't know if I've ever played Expert Plus Beat Saber.
I can play like I can play songs on Expert most of the time. Expert Plus is like you hit every single note and you have to do like this. It's wild. I can't do it. Anyway, different story, but no, I agree with you. Like, Rock Band 4, I never played Rock Band 4 because I haven't never owned like an Xbox One or a
PS4.
Well, I do have a PS4 actually, but I never played Rock Band 4.
All right, well, so by the time this episode releases, I mean it's already going to be delisted. But Gardner, if you want to get it on your PS4 now's your only time to buy it.
I can't get it on my PS4 because my PS4 has old firmware on it, so I can like hack it.
Oh,
So I'm not going to update it.
oh well. I guess you could. Well, shit, man. If you can't buy Rock Band 4, damn.
Well, you know what I do have? I have Rock Band 3 Deluxe on my Xbox 360 that's hacked. Rock Band 3.
Nice.
So have you played Rock Band 3 Deluxe?
Not deluxe, no.
No, Deluxe, dude, is a community mod of Rock Band 3, and you can like load custom songs into it. And most of the songs that are on Rock Band 4 are on Rock Band 3 Deluxe.
Oh, the
that's
charts
cool.
too. That is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I miss Rock Band. I really, really wish it'd come back.
So
I'm
good.
shocked. I'm shocked that we have not gotten a new one.
Hey everyone, on Sunday, October 5th, 2025, Rock Band 4 turns 10. What a ride it's been. This is on their 10th anniversary. I could not have thought of a bigger slap in the face.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it though. Music licenses are never perpetual.
Yeah.
And, you know, since Rock Band's like entire gameplay is the music.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The thing is, like, if you own it, you still have all the game,
Yeah.
all those stuff. And they've been releasing new songs for these games pretty much every week, right? Like at least one or two
really?
new songs every week for 10
Yeah.
years.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, speaking of Epic Games, so Fortnite's getting the K-pop Demon Slayer songs, K-pop Demon Slayer skins, but they're not including any of the songs from the movie in the music like game.
Really?
That's bizarre.
It's crazy to me because when they did Hatsune Miku, they brought over a bunch of Hatsune Miku songs that you can play, but they didn't do the same for K-pop Demon Hunters, which is kind of insane to me.
How does Fortnite even, is it like Rock Band but in Fortnite?
Fortnite Festival. Let me look at some game. Yeah, it's Rock Band or Guitar Hero, but in Fortnite.
How do you play it?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like,
Is there a
Fortnite.
controller or?
Well, I mean, they have a Fortnite Festival guitar controller.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, it looks like. I mean, so they have like a. So there are a couple of different types of controllers. They have one that actually looks like a guitar, of course. But then another company made like one that attaches like the bottom of a standard controller, and that has 5 frets.
Is this a Gorillas?
Yeah, they have the gorillas too.
Oh my god, dude, I love the Gorillas.
kind of don't like that they tied it to Fortnite.
Yeah,
I don't like that either. That's the only thing that, like, if they made
didn't
it
need to do that.
if they made it a separate game, but like called it Fortnite Festival, like you didn't have to download the entirety of Fortnite Battle Royale to play it, I think that'd be a little better.
if they made a separate standalone Rock Band style game, if Epic did with the Harmonix team, I would actually buy that game and play it because I love that. And that's one of like that's Rock Band is like my Dead Space, James.
You don't bring it up very often, so I don't know if I can believe you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, you don't annoy every listener every time with Dead Space talk. No, I agree. I love Rock Band. I think I still have one of the Rock Bands. I don't remember which one. Somewhere, but
Fortnite Festival. This is actually standalone.
So
is it just the guitar, or is there other instruments?
I think it's, hold on, let me see. Drums drum set for festival. Let's see. That's a good question.
I'd actually be interested in this, maybe.
Yeah, I also am kind of interested.
I mean, I'm kind of vaguely interested too.
Next week, Gardner's gonna be like, "I'm playing Fortnite now." It was the drug. It got me into Fortnite.
Oh no!
Starts doing the dance.
Yeah, you have to build oh man, I had a joke and I lost it.
Yeah, so I know a lot of guys that got into Fortnite Festival or Fortnite in general because of the Hatsune Miku skins they released too. So
Wow.
yeah, it just shows that if you bring the right IPs, they'll probably get you to play Fortnite too.
I'm still of the opinion that Fortnite's not that bad. It's just not a game for me.
Oh no, I'm not saying Fortnite is bad at all.
Fortnite's not bad. It's just not fun.
I know, but everyone really it is fun for a generation.
It's fun to hate. It's fun to hate on it.
But so many people hate it, and I'm just like, you're just driving. Like, I think sometimes you're driving a certain generation away. But
I think
just for my own sanity, I don't find like playing games with your friends is fun.
yeah,
But if the game itself isn't fun, but you're playing with your friends, then you're still probably having fun. But that's not the right kind of fun because I'm a curmudgeon. All right.
I played OG Fortnite and I had fun with it.
Okay.
I got my victory royale a few times.
I also, funny enough, I bought the OG Fortnite before it was Battle Royale. It was actually
the tower defense game.
I don't know if it's tower. It was a defense game though.
Well, I mean,
and they split it off, and then they canceled it essentially.
Are they? Yeah, I remember they were saying they were going to release Save the World like many times over. But like, I guess.
Yeah. So I could see myself playing Fortnite again with my son once he gets a little older, because it's better than Roblox, right?
I would agree, probably. Speaking of playing games, Trump's now renewing his threat to impose 100% tariffs on non-U.S. made movies. James, you want to give us the highlights here?
I mean, I don't know if there's much to highlight. There's just it's so stupid.
So this has happened twice. Once when there was a movie from China named Nezha 2. It's based on Chinese mythology, essentially. Or I think it's actually based on Journey to the West. I'm not entirely sure. I've never read it. But it made gangbusters. It made insane amounts of money the first time, a couple months ago, when Trump said that he would do 100% tariffs on movies. But then, coincidentally, when Demon Slayer Infinity Castle 2 makes a shitload of money, Trump says it again. Which tells me he's paying attention to how well international movies do here.
This rings completely hollow. He said California, with its weakened governor, has been particularly hard hit. Like, does he actually care about California?
Does he actually know that not all movies that are super popular are from Hollywood? Like, let's look at some like popular foreign like movies from like other countries. Like, for example, The Dark Knight is part British too. If you can believe that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's movies made in Georgia. A lot of movies are made in Georgia, and I think they're moving that some of that filming over to Europe.
Georgia the country or Georgia the state?
The state, because we talked about this, I think, a week or two ago, right?
The Walking Dead is filmed in Georgia. That's a TV show, but
yeah, and the Breaking Bad was filmed in New Mexico.
Yeah.
And whatever new series Vance Gilligan or whatever, I forget Vince Gilligan, I forget his name. Apparently that looks like it's also filmed in the same area.
The whole point of globalization a little bit, or well, for me, I like globalization when it comes to equality of like people being able to, if a country wants to make their own movie, let them fucking make it and don't put a tariff on it. Let us just enjoy it. And so it's weird. It's like, hey, I don't like that these movies are doing well, and so I'm going to slap a tariff on it. Then I mean, isn't that capitalism? You have competition.
I do think it's crazy that the Demon Slayer movie did as well as it did.
I'm not shocked, but yeah, it's still at the same time, that is weird that it was brought up.
Well, I mean, Trump didn't bring it up directly. It just happened like coincidentally as news was breaking that it made a shitload of money.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, the other thing is like here, the Canadian Chamber of Commerce said that it was deeply concerned by the levy because American production houses relied on Canadian facilities, crews, and talent to deliver Hollywood movies, right? So,
it's
dude,
we use
I mean,
Canada so much for filming, especially
Yeah.
TV series.
And
I think Superman was filmed in Canada, or some of it was anyway. And I know that like Battlestar Galactica, like the 2003 show, was filmed almost exclusively in Canada, and they had many Canadian actors, but
Yeah.
it was also an American production. You know, Mythbusters was an Australian show. Yeah,
I
like
did not know that.
but it was a fully Australian show, but with American hosts, filmed in San Francisco. So like,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of arbitrary to just declare, hey, this is an American film, this is not. Like, it, to your point, James,
America.
Let's just continue making good movies, not get freaking caught up in the money, and that's part of the problem too. Is like
Everyone's caught up in the money.
Everyone in Hollywood's like, well, if it's not going to make it's like with our freaking games like EA and all that. Like they're gonna put that bet. They're gonna bet, which they're all losing their bets, by the way. They're like, we're gonna bet on these billion-dollar things instead of just making a lot of small good movies again. And they overpay actors and actresses. And I'll be honest, there's almost no actor actress now that I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Like if you're going to spend this much money on them, then fuck them, because like they're not. I don't know. I don't consider anyone worth $100 million for a movie. Sorry, that's just asinine.
But what about the AI actress Tilly Norwood? She's worth $100 million.
She's
right?
worth $200 million.
She's probably worth more than the GDP of some countries. They heavily invested in her. So, okay, calling it a quote unquote actress is ludicrous to me.
Yeah, and
naming it quote unquote Tilly Norwood is ridiculous to me.
Dude, what does that even mean, Tilly Norwood?
It's obviously a name.
Well, I know, but like, is it supposed to mean something, or is it just the name that they?
I don't fucking know what it means.
It's supposed to be like a Hollywoody name, I think.
It sounds fancy, like Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
My ex-girlfriend's poodle was named Tilly, so I have a hard time taking the name Tilly seriously.
Dude, but you should take this. But dude, we should get Timothy Chalamet on this show. We can introduce him as Mod Controller 360, or as I like to call him, Lisa Nagaib.
Yeah, dude, let's do it. Let's get him on the show. I'll reach out on Twitter or whatever.
Dude, but okay, all right, but back to the topic at hand. Talent agencies are scouting this AI actress. What the fuck are we doing here?
I will not recognize AI actresses and actors until they are actually AI. Like not this
robots.
Fake AI. Yeah, if they're sentient, okay, I'm going to accept it.
Yeah, like
even if it's
like if Commander Data decided to go into theater, I would support him.
Yeah.
Or if like Bender came in and it told me to
kiss my shiny metal ass.
No, you have to bite his shiny metal ass.
Oh, bite it.
Yeah.
Bite my shiny. I can't do it.
Oh man, I wish I could do Bender. Bender's such a great voice.
Rowdy.
Now we're gonna. You guys auditioning for voice acting now? Now that you know an AI can do it.
What auditioning, man?
Oh yeah. Oh, strong bad.
Yeah.
It's
anyway.
so how does this work? It's just like a digital AI actress that gets injected into like movies.
Well, all I know is that AI talent studio Sequoia. That's how you pronounce it, by the way. I think Sequoia owns this character. Not even a character. They own a quote unquote actress. And right. I would imagine they're using AI to like, I don't know if they're gonna like put her against a fuck. Now I have no idea how this even works.
Okay, so my understanding is that this is basically Hatsune Miku, but like for acting.
Yeah.
Dude, but
Like, this is
well,
what?
here's the thing though. Hatsune Miku is like ancient technology at this point. It's like 20 years old.
Yeah, I know, but it's basically the same thing, but like it's an AI puppet rather than a whatever Hatsune Miku uses.
It'll
Yeah.
be so I could see them using the Epic engine because there's a lot of new TV shows and movies that use it now and use a lot of green screening, and they could probably pretty easily inject her in.
Yeah.
Yo,
But
could we use her likeness since she's not a real person?
No, she's a copyrighted thing.
Yeah.
Oh, but like, can we like make slight adjustments to it and then say we can call her Nilly Torward? Torward.
Yeah, you could. Should I look at one of the AI services and I can probably make something? We'll have her on as a guest.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
Dude.
We are not
Nilly
AI
Torwood.
generating our guests.
Dude, that would be so awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I'd do it. I couldn't do it very often, but
All we would do is like insult the AI guest.
I know I'd probably get death threats online from her. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, former quote unquote AI quote unquote artist Poom says that all the big studios are working on AI assisted projects, but of course she can't specify which ones are AI generated. The question is, can you even tell at this point if Hollywood's behind it?
Yes.
Stop paying these actors hundreds of millions of dollars. Just find someone that's decently priced, that's a decent actor. There's plenty of them, and just pay them.
And there's plenty of great older movies too. I mean, honestly, if all new movies suck, why even bother, right? That's the thing with movies too. People are more willing to accept watching older movies, but they're not willing to accept playing a fucking NES game. That's like ludicrous to me. I guess that's proof that gamers can't see games as art, right?
What? No, there's tons of people. Art is in the eye of the beholder. Like, not everyone's going to see art the same way. Not everyone's going to go back and watch old movies. I do somewhat, but like I go back to the 90s and some of those movies are pretty bad though.
Yeah. I mean, it's I can't say it's like a one size fits all thing. Like,
yeah,
when I was growing up, my grandparents had a museum of antique music machines, which was really awesome.
That's cool.
So like, do you know what a Nickelodeon is? Not the TV channel.
I did not know it was a thing. That wasn't.
Yeah. So Nickelodeon, the TV channel, gets its name from antique jukeboxes before they had records. And so these jukeboxes basically had computers in them that were powered by vacuum tubes, and they had like little punch cards on rolls that would like go over these little holes that were then there were like instruments inside the Nickelodeon, and based on the punch card program, it would play the instruments. Okay,
so like almost like a MIDI almost.
The name piano roll in like a DAW comes from that. Like those are called piano rolls. Have you ever seen like a player piano before? It's like that. And so anyway, I had a reason for bringing this up. Oh, but like, so for me, like the experience of going back and playing like NES games or even Atari games is kind of the same experience as me going back and listening to like Nickelodeon music versus like listening to like a recording, or like a studio produced song. So I don't have a problem with going back and playing these old games, but like the issue is going to be when this when Tilly Norwood becomes like movies starring Tilly Norwood they're going to become like unwatchable because it's just going to be like painfully obvious how she's not like a real person. It's going to fall into Uncanny Valley, I think.
Yeah.
It's
going to be interesting. I'll be honest. I will watch a movie with this because I'm a future facing kind of person, but I don't, if they start putting this person like in every movie, this AI into every movie or overdo it, then it's just going to turn me off completely. The novelty I'm interested in. Beyond that though.
So I'm going to say my most head-ass take. If you're going to seriously call yourself a gamer, like unironically, then you should be okay with going back and playing older games There are many ways to play older games too. In case you can't actually get access to like old hardware, I would say learn how to do all that shit. That's my head ass take. But
That's gatekeeping, but yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
okay. Well, then fine.
if
I'll be a
that's
gatekeeper.
but it's okay to have your own definition of what a gamer is.
Yeah, like I get it if like someone's starting gaming for the first time and they start with like an Xbox like Series X, even though it's $800 nowadays. But like,
I mean,
I don't know.
by
Maybe,
the time someone listens to this, like in 6 months, if they listen past, they're like, "Wait, what are you talking about? It's like 1,000
God, that would be horrible. But,
or 4 years." You know, they're like, "Game Pass? What are you talking? Like $30? That was a good deal. It's like $200 now."
but not as horrible as what's about to happen to video editing. Sora
been fixed.
too.
Oh god.
So also Gardner, I attached a bunch of examples to the topic at hand. I don't know if you.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. So if you.
Oh, I see. Yep.
So there's a lot of videos. This doesn't even cover the tip of the iceberg. So let's look at this one for example. You can't hear the audio, right? I mean, I don't know if it records it, but like, yeah, imagine a store where the graphics cards would be in front of a fucking glass door and not secured tightly.
Is this real?
No, it's AI.
It's AI generated.
Yeah, it's AI generated.
I'm watching it on a very small screen.
It's Sam Altman stealing a GPU
from Target.
It's AI generated.
I can't believe you'd do that.
Someone's got to feed the AI some cards, and Jensen Huang's ripping us off, obviously. Next up are a couple of different examples of anime, and they all look like dog shit, to be honest.
It might look like garbage now, but guys, it's iterating pretty fast.
It's iterating.
This is already much more impressive than like
what we used
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I wouldn't watch it, but
a lot of it looks very off model still. Like,
yeah,
some frames don't look half bad, but a lot of it is pretty off model. Yes.
We don't talk about the whole like finger issue anymore with a lot of AI generated videos where that was or even images where fingers were not being generated properly, right? That's not as much of a deal now. An issue, that is.
Yeah, so I'm not super big onto this.
It's so incoherent, it still feels like slop, man.
It is slop.
Yeah, it's quite slop.
But we have to keep going, man. There's a few.
This is like waterboarding for creatives. I could just imagine if you make like fan art, that this is just.
Oh yeah, look at that. The fingers. You see the fingers?
That's still better.
It's better than what it used to be.
Yeah.
Visual novel.
Look at this bullshit.
Yuck, dude.
What, dude? You don't need, dude. A visual novel are fucking mostly still images.
I know, but like that, like how there's like it's a subtle 3D anime effect. Like it just, I don't know.
Oh, this is awesome. I'm going to be watching this all day now. Thanks.
Yikes, dude.
The hand holding looks better than that one, though.
Yeah,
it does.
The like 4 frames of it.
So very recently, though, they disabled Nintendo characters from being generated. This was before they disabled it. And as you can imagine, so apparently, in order for your IPs to not be usable, you as an IP holder have to contact them, which I'm pretty sure that's not. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work.
No.
But Nintendo did anyways. So obviously, you'll never see anything like this again. In Sora.
Oh, you'll see it again, just not from like it's gonna be. I'm here for this type of stupid stuff though. This one's the better of them, but it also feels like a slap in the face at Nintendo. So.
Oh, I think it was intentional that way.
I could not watch this close up though. This is
the Twitch chat AI generated too.
It looks like it.
What? Oh my god!
Can you guys hear it?
No, I can't
No.
hear it, but I've also like heard all of these before.
Yeah.
It sounds like I think it's like a police like body cam like footage and like
Yeah.
a news. You can see it's kind of fucked up. Like,
We about to watch Mario get deported.
yeah, he might be deported. The real question is, are they going to deport him to Italy or Japan?
That's actually a good question. Oh,
And the next is,
Oh,
yeah, you did that one already. Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. God damn it.
oh no. This show's already gotten cringe over the years.
Its fan base is already cringe.
Yeah.
I think it started being cringe as soon as the Szechuan sauce fiasco happened.
I got some of that Szechuan sauce. It was not that good.
So Rick just said Morty. Oh wait, he says Morty interdimensional TikTok just dropped with Sora releasing version 2.0. But like that's kind of what this is, right? Like if you've ever watched interdimensional cable, it's basically just AI slop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good Rick and Morty impression. I don't think I've.
Oh,
that was pretty good.
But yeah, I'm curious. Can you like feed Sora a prompt like that, where it's like OpenAI just dropped interdimensional TikTok, and it will come up with and it'll like just do it for you, or how does
I think it's going to be a long ass one where you have to like write paragraphs and paragraphs.
Maybe. I think you'd be shocked at how well OpenAI is in filling in the gaps. So they probably utilize a different AI model to generate like the script, and then they use one for generating the video, and
here's
multiple models.
And here's an ad for
Epstein
Island
toys.
The toy line.
No.
You find their secret massage room.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Look, it even like recreates like the fuzziness of like older like toy ads too.
Yeah.
Crazy to me. You know, now that I think about it though.
So you guys can't hear it, but like James, like I'm listening to this and it sounds like a Nickelodeon ad. Like
I bet.
And it's like impressively like, hey kids, get your Epstein Island toys. It's like crazy. Wow.
That's this is gonna start this is the type of stuff we need to be making fun of anyways, because it's ridiculous that
hey
oh, that's gonna get us in a labor camp or something, dude.
Orange Man.
Oh wow, look at this.
I don't know, they made him buff.
Right.
He's gonna like it probably.
Well, no, he's on Epstein Island.
Yeah,
You
well,
guys
if they just
still-
released the
that
Epstein
crazy,
files,
like,
we already know that.
On those like crazy the crazy
Look at this.
movement. I miss the days of Will Smith eating spaghetti looking totally crazy.
Oh, no. I hated the uncanniness. It was so unnerving.
It was
That was like true
hilarious.
horror shit. Oh,
Yikes.
Yeah, imagine if they made a horror movie based on like how bad AI used to look.
is this cyberpunk?
Yeah, so it's fully it's recreated gameplay from AI. You can see the HUD like changes multiple times.
Yeah, I don't know if that background is generated by AI though.
What do you mean?
Meaning the gameplay itself, except for a few things, seems like it was probably heavily copied.
I mean, yeah, but you can like
Heavily.
recreate fake gameplay with
Yeah,
AI,
yeah.
which is insane to me. Yeah, the water just like continues to fill up slightly by itself after he stops.
Yeah.
And the bottom arrow like gets cut off like entirely, which I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's not supposed to happen.
No.
Dude. Yeah. I mean, just imagine how many trees in the rainforest have to get killed to produce this AI slop.
We still have trees in the rainforest?
Not anymore, we don't.
evidently
anymore.
not
It was
evidently
worth
not enough to fulfill Sam Altman's dream of being immune to criminal activity, because he can say, "Oh, but it's AI. It's all AI." Imagine if he actually walked into a store and pickpocketed something. People could just say, "Oh, it's AI."
Yeah.
That's why there's going to need more. Oh my gosh, we do not have an administration that's going to. We need a whole arm on like detecting AI fakes and certifying stuff.
Okay, like listen, our dear audience. This is probably one portion of the video that you should watch on YouTube, because well, we just watched a bunch of videos, and it's kind of hard to really grasp of what we're seeing unless you watch it as well.
Yeah. I mean, the what we just watched was pretty convincing if you weren't paying close attention.
For an ad, I will say, for that ad, the Epstein one, even though it's a parody, I will say anyone that is an actor or voice actor is going to be royally screwed in the near future. I think for ads, it's just going to make sense for these companies just to do this because it'll be much cheaper, and no one really pays attention to most ads nowadays.
Well, here's the crazy part, though. People can go on strike, and actors have success. I think they should go back on strike, to be honest.
Yeah.
They probably will.
If I were an actor, I'd probably go on strike too.
Yeah. It's just why we need unions all around.
Yeah.
We're not going to have jobs soon, so there won't be anyone to unionize. It's crazy how like close we are to having zero jobs. These are not going to create jobs.
Hey, so that reminds me. If you go back to, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. No, I'm just more. It's more with the AI. I use AI, but I use it to help free up a little bit of my time. Does it make it right? I don't know, but like I try not to overuse it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you go back to the Sora 2 anime part, the part after the like stupid Death Note fight,
there's a Ghibli.
Yeah, that one here. There's like a Ghibli ripoff right after that part. So skip to like, let me see where it was. Go to like 50.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. Full ripoff status. Like,
notice how they don't show them holding hands?
Yeah.
It's Saudi Arabia owned.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, that hand holding didn't look half bad. I know how we're critiquing how animated characters are holding hands, but that's not a terrible way to critique how far AI has gotten.
This is the only way we're going to get more Hunter is to have it AI generated.
Man, that's also another crazy thing too, because Togashi's he's the main author behind Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah,
he is like suffering hard because of his craft, and like if AI replaces that, it's crazy. The guy can't even wipe his own ass anymore. That's how bad it's gotten. Like his back pain is like insane. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of crazy to think about artists getting physical pain when like you have people in construction that like risk their lives every day. But like it's happened. It does happen. Like there's a lot of cases where this happens, and if AI just, I don't know what.
Well,
I don't know.
He lives in a place that has universal health care, so at least that does help.
Yeah. Ugh. I don't know. It's just...
Sorry, I'm getting really political on this whole thing, because a lot of the stuff is very like, I'm sorry, but the future is very bleak in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've heard of the grim dark universe? We live in the grim shit universe.
Is it worse?
I don't know.
It definitely.
Yeah. I just remembered when AI the whole idea behind AI used to be that they were like sentient life forms. They were basically like people, but like robots. And
that's
like
technically what AI is supposed to be, artificial intelligence.
Yeah, well, I guess people are just naturally stupid, right?
I guess.
I mean, fucking, we affixed the term AI to list when really it should be machine learning.
A lot of it is machine learning. There's a couple aspects. There's a lot. AI is a very complex issue, and in order to actually have artificial intelligence, there's a lot of different modular pieces that go into making like us, who we are, intelligent. And so, yeah, they had to change the term because people had to essentially monetize AI as a term, and that's where we're at now.
I just can't wait till this era of AI ends where they have to fix the term AI into every single product. Fucking Ryzen AI Plus Max 395 Plus.
I don't. Right? Who knows if it will. Yeah, did you get it right?
Yeah, did I get it right?
I don't know. It's too long to remember anymore. Like that's the models and naming conventions should be easy for the for the buyer or anyone using it to remember. This is we have gone off the deep end, on naming stuff.
Like if us PC gamers and like PC builders and like tech guys sometimes get this shit wrong, then what about the regular consumer? How the hell they don't stand a chance?
They don't know. That's the problem. So they'll just go buy a pre-made. At the end of the day, it doesn't even matter. I don't know why they name this stuff. It doesn't matter because the normal person, like the average person, is going to go and buy a pre-made and not really understand what they're getting.
Like sometimes
that's
Apple,
kind of the point, though.
Yeah, like sometimes Apple gets it wrong with like the Pros and the Pluses and the Pro Maxes, but sometimes they get it right. Sometimes like the M1,
it's still simple.
Like
it's
M1
still drastically more simple.
Yeah,
and their GPUs and their CPUs are based off of core counts typically. They're like, it's the M4, and then you can have up to 40 cores, let's say in the MacBook Pro. I think that's much easier to understand than what AMD is doing.
And I'm sure it's not the investors saying to these guys, oh, you need to make these names have the word AI and like fucking throw off the naming product schemes of the products.
Definitely investors like AI being injected. It will, putting AI into anything will make your stock go up a little bit. That's like proven. Here's the thing, and I'm probably part of the problem because I don't mind AI. I like AI. But I don't like it. I like it I want it to be democratized more and not have it be in the hands of just like a select few people, because this is going to end poorly.
Yes.
Yeah. AI is cool in a few ways, right? Like the new version of Audacity is going to have open model weights from Intel in it, and you'll be able to like generate music, generate audio, and do like noise reduction with it, which is freaking awesome, and it's all run locally on your machine. The same goes with DaVinci Resolve. All of the models are run locally on your machine. If you could run I have like a machine, a GPU in my server that is doing image categorization in my Nextcloud. That's all great. But as soon as like it's being gate kept by these huge corporations that cannot be trusted, that's when it becomes dangerous, I think. Like, I agree with you, James. I think democratization is key.
Well, thankfully, DeepSeek is open source, right?
Yeah.
Not really.
It's not?
Is it not?
I thought.
No, I mean, it has like some open weights, but they're kind of truncated compared to what's the term? Not truncated. It's like the open weights are like a reduced precision. I don't remember what the term is.
Interesting.
Oh, I thought that was the whole selling point. It was that it was a lighter model that was also like kind of open source almost.
Well, it's hard to make an AI open source because like not only like you have to make all of the training data like not available but like ethical in order for it to be like open source, and so I don't think DeepSeek was trained ethically, and I don't think that their full weights have been published.
That makes sense. Yeah. Oh well. AI is still one category I'm still not fully into. Like, I just don't fully get it just yet. I think eventually I will be, but only time will tell.
Truthfully, if AI can be used to help save creatives time, that's when it's useful and that's when it's interesting and that's when it's good. But everything else about AI is garbage. Like if it's just posting, like if it's just like flooding the internet with shit, if it's like being used to manipulate people, there's just so much wrong with the way AI is being used.
It's like here's the problem too. Like for me, like I use it and it saves me a lot of time that I can spend with my kids. I spend a little bit more time with my kids now.
Yeah,
that for me is like invaluable because then I can get some of the stuff I need to done on a creative level, and then I can spend more time with them. But it's not like it also does bother me that it's still not very ethical.
Have you guys seen? Did I show you my Casetta video? Can you hear this? Guys, I just finished.
I think you told us about this. Yeah, you told us about this like a while ago.
I did. So basically, I'll tell the story again real quick. I was holding my phone like this, right? And to do that intro part, and I was covering the microphone.
Oh no.
So it was like this really muffled thing. You could still hear what I was saying, but it sounded like shit, and I didn't have time to re-record it. And I had already trained DaVinci's AI model on one of my old videos. So I had a model of my own voice that I had trained previously, and I just right-clicked on the audio clip for this handheld portion right here, and I generated my own voice over top of it. And if you listen to this, a number of reasons, but the first is because it's basically indistinguishable. Like nobody knew in the comments, even though I said it here. Like that's like the cool shit that you can do with AI, and I really love that.
It does sound interesting. It blew my mind when I first started because you had us preview it like before, and I was like,
"That's right." Oh yeah, I sent it to you guys in Discord. That's right.
Yeah, like an earlier version of that video. Yeah.
So, I've had to regenerate some audio too, and but I didn't do it with DaVinci Resolve. But now that I have a copy that I can, I will try to do that more. But I've done it with Descript, and it was very convenient because I didn't have to re-record something.
But people are using AI for their own nefarious purposes. For example, there was someone that was using AI to generate cosplay photos of themselves and selling those like photo sets because that's what cosplayers do online. And one of my cosplayer friends, she got really mad. She got really pissed off because she does like actual cosplay herself, and it's kind of crazy.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's I guess at the end of the day, AI is a tool. It's just a matter of who's using it, and obviously the people trying to use it to like scam other people, like AI artists online trying to like pretend like they're making like actual art. Like obviously it's just a matter of greed, to be honest.
Yeah.
And that's definitely one thing that we need to fix, and there's a lot of different ways to do that, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So
I'd love to know what everyone in the audience thinks about AI, because like I've seen lots of different like varying opinions, and I'm curious. So guys, leave us a comment. You can interact with the show on the Fediverse. You can follow us on the Fediverse. You can also leave a comment on YouTube. Guys, I think that's probably the show right there. What do you think?
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap her up.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you everybody for watching, and I'm glad to be back, joining my friends here, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Later, guys.
Later.
Peace.